Collective. Welcome to Sunfire Oracle. My name is Melinda, and I'm going to just do a collective reading. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers trying to help me reach my goal. I set an intention to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And people are actually helping me, and I appreciate that. I want to thank all my subscribers, period. And I wanted to do a collective because I finished all the signs. And so let's just pull and see what's the energy amongst everyone. Or what's the strongest energy amongst everyone. We can figure out what are some of the blockages. Just, get in there. Okay. We're going to start with the Astro. What is this? This is the Astro Persona Oracle. Because we're going to see what energy, who are we picking up on? What energy are we picking up on? So far we have emotional resilience or developing emotional resilience and emotionally expressive. Pluto in the 4th house, Cancer. Moon in the 1st house, Aries. We also have grounding your personal values. Yes. And impressionable. Pisces rising. Okay. Uranus in the 2nd house, Taurus. This gives me the energy of somebody growing emotionally, focusing on grounding and controlling their emotions, having a better control of their emotions, right? Learning how to go with the flow. I feel like this is someone that is normally very emotionally expressive, whoever I'm speaking to. We have tumultuous social interactions. Okay. And that is the 11th house, Aquarius. I know. Okay. So let's look at these. I picked 5, collective. I feel like this all has to do with cups, emotions, interacting with people. Probably in very unconventional situations or relationships that maybe someone wants you to go with the flow with. This could be someone that has a very artistic soul, soft-hearted, right? Nurturing. Impressionable is standing out. Only because under emotionally expressive, it feels like your honest emotions that you want to flow, you're kind of guarded against them. You don't really want to express your emotions like you did maybe when you were younger, when you didn't have certain obstacles that you had to overcome, and maybe use this to guard yourself, so you didn't really, because maybe you take things personally too. So you can express an emotion in a group of people, right? And maybe everyone is not very supportive of the way you're looking at the situation. Maybe everyone thinks that you're overreacting, or maybe it's even the opposite. Maybe people think that you're not reacting enough with impressionable. You're taking too much in from the outside, whoever I'm speaking to. I feel like your opinion is the one that matters the most. You have to endure the consequences, my love. So whether I'm speaking to someone that is a Pisces rising, someone who has Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, or Cancer in their chart, I feel like right now your emotions are front and center. You're reviewing your personal values. You feel like the way you were going about things probably did have gains, but really quick losses right behind it. Something was off balance. This is why you're trying to ground yourself with your personal values now. You might be trying to use different tools to ground yourself. You're exploring tools, seeing which one works. I feel like you're thinking about the past and the things you lost in the past. It could be material. You could have lost a vehicle. You could have lost an apartment. You could have lost jewelry. It's something in your possession, a material loss. And you're thinking about it. Don't get too wrapped up in that. Sometimes things are taken away from us so something better could come along. Well, most of the times that's what happens. Or it's taken away because it was something that wasn't helping you or bringing you to your highest good. So it was removed. And that's okay. You have to go with the flow. You have to stop attacking the structure of things and start thinking a little more critically, but going with the flow until you figure out exactly what you want to do. It's kind of like being impassive and gentle with certain things until you realize how you want to attack it. And I don't know why I said it like that, but that's exactly how it's said in my head. Okay. Oh, God. So, someone here is dealing with hella emotions, grounding them, getting themselves together. You have emotional resilience, though. You're developing it, so that's a good thing. Your personal values are on the menu right now. You're reviewing it. What do I want to keep? What do I want to take off, right? You're looking at your social interactions and how they have become tumultuous. Don't hold grudges against those. If you had any social interactions, relationships, friendships, anything, and it ended in an unfavorable way in your eyes, right? Because this is all from your energy, right? It ended unfavorable in your eyes. There's a reason why Spirit is telling you to go with the flow. There's a reason why Spirit is telling you to release it, okay? You can't carry it with you if you want to ground these emotions. Okay. So, if anyone can resonate with that, please like, share, and subscribe. I am still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I set that intention. So if you can help me with that, that will be wonderful. All right, let's get some descriptions. I just got this deck, so I was holding it for the collective. Let's get some descriptions on energies in your life. Could be describing you, someone around you, someone you want to get to know. This person can be a thinker, observant, right? With spectacle reflections. They can wear glasses. Okay. Let's cut the deck. And this is just for some. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but let's see what it gives us. So we have spectacle reflection. Basin of bounties. Okay. Intricate veins. Okay. Ethnic attire. And majestic mane. Okay, collective. Either you or someone around you. With intricate veins, I feel like this person, maybe it's you, have some type of guidance coming to them in dreams, right? And it's not necessarily like a dream where you see something happen and something played out. Like, you know how some people reference their dreams like it was like a movie, right? And I was just watching it, or I was actually in the dream. No, this is someone that Whatever is going to be spoken to you, it's going to be like in a gentle whisper in your dreams. So always pay attention. Keep a notepad by your bed, okay? Because when that gentle whisper comes, you can retain it, but you don't know how long. And sometimes it just goes right out. And those are key things that our spirit team is trying to communicate to us. So this is you, collective. Please pay attention. You or someone else can always love showing their roots, being very attached to where they were born or where they came from, or their ethnicity. It could be jewelry, it could be head tie, it could be the braids, it could be the food they eat, the celebration, certain holidays, right? But this is a person that actually wears their ethnic attire. Okay, so it could be you, collective, or someone around you. This person can also have very beautiful hair. And when I say beautiful hair, it doesn't necessarily have to be what we call the standard of beauty, right? It's anything that's majestic, something that commands attention. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Housewives. That's my guilty pleasure, right? And so on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they have this new housewife. Her name is Boss, right? She has this boss attitude. She's African. And she's been a part of many companies and organizations, big names, right? And she's either made a lot of money for those companies. She's just very valued in the business world. Speaks very intelligently, but down to earth, right? She's not trying to bombard you with 12-letter words. No. She knows how to relate to her audience, like, you know, but very sharp with the tongue, very direct. Anyway, she also has a hairline of weaves, I think. And she wears her hair in these hairstyles that it kind of commands attention. It's always very big. She's a tall woman, so she can handle the big mane, right? So she always has a lot of, she could wear a head wrap sometimes, or jewels in her hair. You know, it's just very, so I feel like this person has a mane, either you, collective, or a person around you that gets attention. Majestic. Wear hairstyles that are very, how can you say, classic. Or it could even be like beach waves. You know, it's just something that people will look at and say, either this person is a wild spirit, or, you know, it's just, you command attention in some way, okay? Now, with Basin of Bounties, this is referring to your hips. So I feel like this is a person that, either you, collective, or them, this feminine, right, has a shape where attention goes towards her hips. And it's probably very beautiful, very natural, something that, or even bought, right? Who knows? But it's just something that stands out about them. It's probably one of their better features, right? It's probably something that whenever people describe them or in conversation, they want to reference them, they'll, you know, but in a nice way, they'll probably reference their shape or whatever, or how they dress. Because, you know, the clothes really accents the hips. So I'm describing somebody. If it resonates, okay, we're all good. It might be you, collective. And then I already said that this person can wear glasses or likes to wear shades, something that reflects, okay? So yeah, I think this is more of shades, because this is a person that also thinks a lot. So if it's the same person, this is, imagine this, great hair in any ethnicity, respects their tradition or where they come from, so they adorn themselves as such. Could be so centered that their spirit team whispers to them in their dreams, okay? Dresses in a way that people notices that they have a nice shape when it comes to that part of their body, their hips, okay? And wear glasses. So if that's anyone, it could be separate people, it could be the same person, but if it hits, it hits, okay? Just trying to get you guys, since it's a collective, could be any sign. So now let's pull some oracles. Oh, on the bottom it has lush lips. So it could be someone, you know, that has some soup coolers. You know what I mean? Like thick gums. Whether they injected it or not, it's just a feature that people can use to identify them. Let's see what's the cosmic vibes for the collective. Could this person possibly be someone that you're having this tumultuous, I cannot say that word to save my life, social interaction with? Who knows? But let's see what's going on. What's the vibe? Overthinking. Okay. Divination tools. I think I said that earlier. Someone is gathering different tools to help them ground themselves. So you could be using tarot cards. Duh, you're here, right? Pendulums, runes, crystal balls. People read teacups. I mean, you have to be advanced to do stuff like that, but you know, you're just getting into it, trying different tools to see, or you could be watching videos of people that read the teacups, the coffee teacups. Those always blow my mind. If you have never seen one, you need to check it out, but from someone trusted, please. How do you do that? You have to watch them and trust what you feel. Anyway, I feel like all of this collective is going on because this social interaction that was a problem for you, because I'm not doing that word again. It was probably a toxic connection, right? And it could be of any kind, because you can have unhealthy friendships, you can have harmful friendships, right? So it's just something where you weren't vibing on the same frequency. I feel like you were overthinking at one point about this situation. Hence, the divination tools came in to kind of calm your nervous system down, kind of confirm what you were already thinking so you don't feel crazy, right? Because a lot of times we don't trust our feelings, especially when we've had toxic connections or toxic interactions. We have to kind of learn to trust ourselves over again. You know? I mean, we've all been there, because I've been there. Sometimes things throw you off, and you're like, wait a minute. Am I bugging? Or did I not just see what I saw or experience what I experienced? Or people will try to throw you off with their intentions. Like, well, it wasn't my intention to kill your dog, but you know, it was just a mistake. You know, like, what? Like, come on. And then you know this person, you've never seen them do nothing horrendous like this before. This is their first encounter. So like, okay, maybe it was a mistake that you didn't see my puppy. You know what I mean? Or some crazy shit like that. When all in all, you should trust yourself. So if your first feeling was, this person is not telling me the truth, or I feel this is toxic, you run with it. Because your gut is the only gut that matters. But I get it, because we all go through it. You want to give the person the benefit of the doubt. You want to think that they wouldn't want to hurt you like that. But the truth is, people are selfish. And even though they did not want to hurt you, you were just a casualty, they still were only thinking of themselves. So, this unhealthy, harmful relationship that you were overthinking, you grounded yourself. I guess that's where that intricate vein come in, which is your spirit team. They probably stepped in and tried to help you and assist. Try to reassure you that a lot of things about you, because this person could have took a knock at your self-esteem. So with the description cards, I feel like they were just reminding you of great things about you, collective. Okay? Like, don't forget who you are, baby. You're still pressure. It doesn't matter what you go through. Let's see what the oracle say. Broken mirror. Okay, collective. So maybe you were experiencing some unknown numbers calling your phone. Just, or maybe even when you answer an unknown call, they're not saying anything, they're just staying silent. Yeah, it's a person that wants to pop up and visit you. They want to reach out. They really want to see you in person, but they'll settle for reaching out and you accepting them. I feel like this person is just really thinking about themselves. They have these sexual thoughts towards you. I think they just want to, you know, satisfy that part of it. They're determined. They're still holding on to things that they feel will help them, you know, restart this cycle. But unfortunately, collective, for them, you're sick and tired. Okay? You don't care how much desire they have for you at the moment. Right? Right now, you're focused on self. You're focusing on strengthening self after this. You're focusing on never letting this happen again. Never letting someone attack your confidence in this manner. I feel like you took a hit behind this collective, and it took some time to bounce back from it. Right? With impressionable here, this probably could have been a person that you had some level of trust for. Can't really say how much, right? But you had some type of level of trust for this person. And this person knew it. And instead of them, you know, continuing to be trustworthy, their personal values were all over the place. They were just really being selfish. Things they could have said to you is the impressionable part, right? I feel like you valued what they thought and stuff like that, but that's over with. You're sick and tired of the cycles. I don't know how many times you went round and round. Maybe if we pulled tarot, it'll tell me. But I just want to pull another oracle deck for the collective. Yeah, this person could be facing some type of legal issues, or some part of their life is falling apart. They could be getting some karma with rock bottom here at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you're still in contact with them. Well, obviously not if they're trying to call you from unknown numbers. So, yeah. What you don't know is that this person is probably going through a few things that they could be embarrassed about. Let's see what lies beneath. Why is this person wanting to pop up now? Right? Why is this person being so persistent to the point where they'll call you from different numbers, hang up and block numbers and whatever. I mean block numbers, private numbers, and what do you call it? Text-free numbers, right? Just unknown, strange numbers calling your phone, and when you don't answer, they just repeat the call. And when you do answer, they listen for a little while just to hear you and hang up. You already identified this connection as toxic, hence why you're going to heal, collective. Let's see what lies beneath. We have trash, in their feels, tired of the drama, putting on a show, bad choices. So collective, although this person, and on the bottom, we have hater. Hilarious. So Collective, although this person has this elaborate plan to tell you, if they haven't been in contact with you yet. If they have, they probably told you that, you know, they're done with these bad choices. They're tired of the toxicity in their life. They feel like their feelings for you are strong, right? And you're not reciprocating, basically. They're probably professing all kind of emotions to you, really trying to bait you in and show you all of these feelings. But I feel like it's really them just putting on a show. I feel like they still have themselves at the center. Someone is sorry for what they did to you. They're going to center you in the apology. They're going to center you in the conversation because they did something to you. So they want to know how you feel. You know, when someone loves you, it's not that they won't do anything wrong to you, right? Because no one's perfect. How do they respond after they do that? Do they kind of like, yeah, I did this, but you did this? Or do they take full accountability and change behavior? That's the whole thing. I think this person is just putting on the show, and they're going to continue making bad choices. They might tell you that they're throwing out certain aspects of their life that cause toxicity. It could be friends, it could be a lifestyle, it could be anything. But I feel like it's just when they go through certain things. Like I said, this person could be facing some type of karma. And I feel like now that they're going through it, they just want to run to someone who they feel safe. Who they feel is safe. Right? They know you have your values in order. They see you emotionally grounding yourself. They see that you're not in this space of overthinking anymore. You're valuing what God gave you, right? Aesthetically. And you're not dealing with toxic connections. And they just want to appear that they're matching our energy. But I don't think they are. Or right now, in this present moment while I'm doing this reading, they're not. I can't say what they'll do moving forward. But right now, they're not. They're still doing the same thing. Even though they're tired of it. But let's be for real, collective. When a person tries to change directions in their life, it's not something that they can do immediately. It's something that you think about, you ruminate, you start making plans, you start taking steps, and then you start doing it. And that could take a long time. So, I'm going to tell you right now, this person may identify the things, the bad choices that they made, right? They can identify where they went wrong in this relationship with you. But I'm not sure if they have made a plan to start changing the way they view things, right? Like upgrading their values, making decisions for their highest good. I'm not sure that they reached the point where they know that throwing caution to the wind can cause a real big repercussion, right? They're still kind of like selfish, collective. So let's see what else we got. If anything resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's see. Let's see if we get some more. I'm going to pull from the Millennial deck. We have Blessed. Collector. So something could have happened recently where you were expressing gratitude. You feel like your luck has changed. Maybe after walking away from this person, it feels like things started getting better. Sometimes when you have certain people in your life, collective, they kind of slow down what you have for yourself because you're kind of putting your energy into them when you shouldn't. In other words, they could take away from the time that you should be investing in yourself. and you're putting it into them. And so you're slowing down what's coming in for you. I hope you can understand that, and kind of making their life better. So probably once you walked away, right, they started feeling the repercussions of their bad choices, because it wasn't really someone there that they could lean on to kind of help them. It seems like you have the ability to like quiet your mind, collective, and channel your higher self for guidance. Or maybe you're just a person that was always guided. You don't even know how you get out of things or get through things. And this person probably saw that in you and just wanted to, you know, come under that umbrella of some type of protection, you know? I feel like once you decided that this wasn't something that you wanted to deal with anymore, their life started to kind of decline, right? They kind of wasn't under your umbrella, your shield anymore. And so their karmas hit, and you dropped a burden, so your blessings started to come in, okay? Oh, I already cut it, so let's see what else we have. Goals, stand, slay, and swell. Okay, collective. So yeah, once you walked away from this person, I felt like you just set certain goals for yourself. Spiritually, I'm going to strengthen myself. I'm going to start meditating more, grounding myself, finding tools to improve that. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start eating better so I can increase my physical attraction, right? Make myself feel good, have a great body, you know? And then it's like I'm going to set goals, and I'm going to not stop until I slay it, right? I feel like you just came in very aggressive in terms of, energetically though, not like aggressive with people, but energetically with yourself, like determined, and it paid off. Blessed, goals, slay, swole. You're probably looking good, hence the reference to your hips, right? You're eating better. You're setting goals and you're completing them. And I feel like this person is watching, right? They're watching you improve. They're watching your life get better, and they're watching and they're comparing, and they're wondering why theirs are declining, when maybe at one point in life you guys were on the same page, right? So they're like, why are things getting better for them and getting worse for me? It's your bad choices, baby. That's what it is. On the bottom, you have digital detox. So collective, you could have also just stayed away from social media for a while. Maybe you didn't post for a while. Maybe you were still on, but you didn't really give any updates on your life. I feel like this person was like stalking. In a very unhealthy way though. Yeah. It's giving codependent. So be careful, collective. Let's get some tarot, since we got all of this on the board. Let me pull a deck. Okay, let's do a quick 5-card spread. Should I do a love spread? I mean, I feel like you know what happened, collective. So it's, and I don't think you're very interested in this right now. You know what? We're going to do a love spread so we can see. Because then can't just say it's for everyone. It's a collective. So let's do the love spread and see what's going on. Okay. Your energy, collective, is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Their energy is the Queen of Wands. Okay. Energy between you guys. 5 of Swords. In the past, you needed strength. And in the future, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. And on the bottom, you have Temperance. Yeah. This relationship needed a lot of balance. A lot. I think the issue was you guys started on the same page. One grew and the other didn't. Collective, I feel like with you being a Knight of Cups, you approached the situation, I want to say lovingly, right? It was kind of like, because the Queen of Wands energy is, the Queen of Wands is a socialite. So collective, the person could have been, the person that we're referencing, they could have been very popular, beautiful, right? A socialite, everybody knows them. You know, they get a lot of attention. And I just feel like your energy, collective, was more heart-led, right? You were charming, you were sweet. It was very heart-led, but you already had like a set, you were a visionary. So you already had a vision for this Queen of Wands. Between the two of you, and what that vision is gonna be different for everyone, right? But can you see this? No? Oh, I don't like that. Let me fix that. Hold on. Let's move these over. Okay. So you can see that, that, and that. So you see the Queen of Wands, right? Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, collective. So I feel like, yes, you were more heartfelt. You had a vision. You already knew what it was. You were leading with your emotions, right? But still at a Knight's pace, right? And Queen of Wands was more of a socialite, a passionate, right? Beautiful. And it could be a man or a woman. So every adjective, just flip it for male energy if needed. But beautiful person, commands attention, really popular, social in their community. And I feel like because of that, because the Queen of Wands probably wasn't used to dealing with a Knight of Cups energy, collective. And it kind of made them a little insecure with the Five of Swords. I feel like both of you felt like you had to fight off other people just to be with each other. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting, right? I feel like in the past, it took strength for you guys to even get together. Like it was a struggle for you guys to even get on the same page. But once you did, it was like competition to keep it there. So maybe you guys, being though the Knight and the Queen is usually not a match, like you're not on the same level, I just feel like you guys fought to get in a relationship and then fought to maintain it because of outside energies. In the future, you have the Nine of Pentacles, so you guys are coming out single. I don't think you guys get back together in this situation. And with the Queen of Wands, I could see with the toxic connections and, you know, spying, because the Queen of Wands is usually the person that gets the attention that they need, right? But it could come with drama. And I feel like you were sick and tired of that. Even though the desire was there, the flame was there, it was fun. It was just, it became too much at some point. It needed balance with Temperance on the bottom. Let me get another deck. Hold on. So let me see. We can clarify a little bit. Collective. So collective, you can be a water sign with the Knight of Cups coming out. Doesn't have to be, or you can have it in your chart. This person that you're dealing with could be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Could be something in your chart or just the energy that they embody, right? Same with you. In the future, I think you guys are gonna be focused on self separately. Oh, spirits. Okay. All you have to do is tell me to fix the cards. You don't have to throw them all over. Let me get these together. Give me a minute. But yes, I feel like in the future, you guys are both going to remain single, but we'll see if when I clarify, it gives something else. Like maybe one of you wants to be and the other doesn't. We'll see. It could be anything, and it could be different for everyone. And it's usually like that, right? When one realizes that they want to separate, the other one doesn't. It's so weird. Energy is weird. So, let's see what's going on. What's going on with this Knight of Cups? Okay. Holy Spirit, what's the Knight of Cups? What's the Knight of Cups? What's the Nine of Cups for the collective? Why are they in a Nine of Cups? Knight of Cups. Okay. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't really like the Six of Cups in reverse. Let's see what else comes out with it. What else with the Six of Cups in reverse? Okay, and cut the deck. Nothing comes out. One more time. What's the Six of Cups in reverse for the Knight of Cups? It's a lot of emotions. What's the Six of Cups in reverse for the Knight of Cups? Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. So collective, I feel like on the bottom you have the Three of Wands. Yeah, exactly. I feel like collective, when you were envisioning or offering your cup to the Queen of Wands, you had this kind of vision that it would be long-term, a marriage, right? It's some type of spiritual connection you felt, collective. You were either ready to propose. Oh, low battery. Hold on. You were either ready to propose or waiting on this person to propose to you, collective. But something happened. Something happened where it stagnated that vision for you. Maybe something that Queen of Wands did. What happened that it stopped your foresight? It stopped, like when a relationship, when you were in the thick of it, meaning you thought that this was gonna prosper, this was gonna go far, right? It was gonna be you and this person. I feel like it was moving fast, really fast, right? Your feelings were building really fast for this person, but something happened to cause stagnation. What was that? What happened to cause stagnation? Six of Swords. Oh, Queen of Wands was resistant to change. Okay. Okay. So again, we're talking about the values. So maybe this person had questionable values, the Queen of Wands, and you wanted them to change some things about themselves. Collective. Okay. Queen of Wands. can you clarify the Queen of Wands? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. That's the energy of being responsible, working hard, having a routine, right? It's like slow and steady wins the race. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Wow. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What else? Two of Wands. Got it. Okay. Queen of Wands had options, baby. Queen of Wands had a Knight of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, okay? And I'm not doing a gender thing. I'm sick of it, okay? Y'all know it is fluid, and just apply as you can. I'm just going to read it on the cards. Baby, Queen of Wands had a Knight of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups that they couldn't decide who to move forward with. That's basically what it is. So that's what the toxicity was about. They weren't really a bad person. They just were indecisive. They didn't know who they wanted to move forward with. They were trying to make a decision of who was better, right? To move forward with. Okay, so what happened? Who did they choose? So you could have helped them be more productive, right? You could have helped this person collective improve things in their lives, make it more efficient. Then they had another person in their life that was spiritual and loving and intuitive. Yeah. So it was kind of hard to choose between the two collective. So what did they do? Yeah. With the Devil coming out, they didn't make bad choices. Yep, just like before. So they were being greedy, and they kept both of you. Didn't tell either one of you about each other. Just went along as far as they could. We have strength in the past. What's the strength? Why did it take strength for you guys to be together? Oh, because this Knight of Swords. This was something impulsive, right? You just took an impulsive action. Just took the strength, took the courage, and made an impulsive action for you guys to be together. That's basically what happened in the past. And with the Star on the bottom, I feel like both of you guys had to heal from making that decision. What else do we have with the Knight of Swords? But for different reasons, right? What do we have with the Knight of Swords? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So in the past, you guys rushed in. You could have rushed into bed with each other. You could rush into opening your finances to each other. You could have rushed into actions together, like spending more time together. It's just something that created an imbalance with the Queen of Wands and another relationship. That's why temperance was needed. This Queen of Wands already had a relationship going when the Knight of Cups came along, collective. And so being though both of them jumped in action and moved quickly towards each other and started this really, connection of giving and receiving between each other, just really like on the same page at one moment, right? I keep saying that at one point you guys were on the same page. It was good. But then currently it's like you have to, so Knight of Cups, maybe you had to chase away, or both of you, because it's in, we're going to clarify. Who had to chase away competition? Was it one of them or both of them? What is the Five of Swords? Oh, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Let me get another card first. Can I have another card for the Four of Cups? And we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like in the current moment, one or both of you want to chase off some type of competition. So maybe it's the Knight of Cups that want to chase off the Queen of Cups that the Queen of Wands is entertaining. But you could feel like you missed the opportunity to do that. But because one of you, which is probably the Queen of Wands, created boundaries. And they're not allowing you to come in and... No. I'm sorry. No, collective. You're creating the boundaries. You're creating the boundaries. And this Queen of Wands wants to come in now and just like fight this imaginary battle for you. Yeah, they have regret with the Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen? Four of Cups, Nine of Wands. What else? King of Cups. Yeah, they're going to come in focus. They're going to come in appearing balanced and peaceful. But let's not forget, we already saw in the previous spreads that it's not true. They haven't done the full work yet. They've probably done some work, collective, but not enough to be King of Cups. Not enough to take the knowledge and then to gain knowledge and then turn around and apply it, right? So I don't think they've gotten to that level yet. Hence why we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So what's the Nine of Pentacles in the future for both of them? We have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So someone started working hard to be able to treat themselves, have the luxuries, relax, okay? I don't know, collective, that could be you or them. What's the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles? Which is great. That means everybody, or one of you rather, or both of you, just started focusing on your paper. These pentacles out here. What else do we have? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, what else do we have? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Ooh. Okay. So, one of you, after this, you know, happens, right? One of you are going to work really hard to self-develop. Collective, I think that's you, with using divination tools and starting to pay attention, self-care, right? Going to the gym, improving your looks, just clearing the road for your blessings to come in, right? You just keeping your values high. You are making decisions for your higher self. You are creating boundaries, right? For anything toxic that comes your way, whether it's situations or people. I feel like you just reached to the level where now you can benefit from some type of hard work you put in, whether it's yourself or at work, right? Whether it's financial or just self, spiritual, mental, emotional. This person, again, like I said, they're going to appear that they did the work, but they didn't. With Five of Swords coming out, they're just being sneaky about it. They're going to come to you, and they're still wearing their ego high on their chest, baby. Like the S for Superman. They wearing that shit on their chest. Queen of Wands could be very egotistical because she knows she the shit, right? I feel like they're just not going to approach you being authentic. They're going to say, I healed, I did the work, I did this, I did that, but they didn't. They're being sneaky. They just want to come in, right, to satisfy their ego. Since you got separated, a lot of things haven't been easy for them. And they want that sun again. That energy you provide, right? So, collective, it is up to you if you provide that for them. Let's close out. Let's close out with affirmation. collective need? What positive affirmation does the collective need? I love that. I am so grateful for all of life's little pleasures. Yeah. An attitude of gratitude will always get you there, baby. If you're grateful for chicken nuggets, right? When you get steak, it's going to taste so much all that better because you're just grateful for whatever comes your way and you're making the most of it. And I feel like that's the energy you're in, collective, with I let go of what I cannot control on the bottom. I feel like you finally realize that you have to go with the flow. I think that's something else I said earlier. You realize that you have to ride the tide and just deal with the changes as they come. You may have had a vision for this person. You may have thought that you guys were on the same page and moving towards the same things, but you realize that you weren't. So now you're putting the effort in yourself. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and you're going to start reaping the benefits if you haven't already. You're going to figure out investing in yourself is the best thing because you're going to enjoy it, right? This is what I have for you, collective. I hope it helped. I hope you know you see good things coming soon. Please like, share, and subscribe for your girl. And I'll see you later. I'll probably start the signs maybe today. Depends on how I feel. I'm starving, so I'm going to go eat something right now. But yeah. I love you guys. Stay safe and keep making decisions for your highest good. Bye.